Good morning and happy May 2nd. It's Tuesday. We're going to be discussing Christ in you in Colossians 1:24-29. I'm ready to go on to the word. And I used to do prayers when I was doing my other channel. I should probably get back into that. Father, as I read and receive your word, may it deeply be rooted in me. So when difficulty comes, it will be your word that encourages and strengthens me. Amen. I actually haven't prayed that since my last Bible reading in Revelations. I kind of got away from that one and started doing the other morning prayer I posted before I start work. But we're going to go into Colossians 1:24. So this is titled, I'm going to move it this way because I think it goes better. Paul's work for the church. I am glad when I suffer for you in my body, for I am completing what remains of Christ's sufferings for his body, the church. God has given me the responsibility of serving his church by proclaiming his message in all its fullness to you Gentiles. This message was kept secret for centuries and generations past, but now it has been revealed to his own holy people. For it has pleased God to tell his people that the riches and glory of Christ are for you Gentiles, too. For this is the secret. Christ lives in you, and this is your assurance that you will share in his glory. So everywhere we go, we tell everyone about Christ. We warn them and teach them with all the wisdom God has given us, for we want to present them to God, perfect in their relationship to Christ. I work very hard at this as I depend on Christ's mighty power that works within me. Excuse me. So Christ in you. Try to get this to take the full page. There we go. All right. So Paul wrote to the Colossians, I rejoice in my sufferings, 1:24. Can you imagine yourself saying that? It's a difficult claim to make, much less to adhere to day after day. In fact, that would be impossible for us to do on our own. The apostle was able to have such an attitude only because he drew from Jesus' strength. And the same is true for us. We can try to live the Christian life by our own efforts, but we won't succeed. Jesus himself told the disciples, "The one who remains in me and I in him bears much fruit. For apart from me you can do nothing." That is from John 15:5. To live a healthy spiritual life, it's essential to recognize that power has nothing to do with us. It comes from Christ in us. Our salvation is the work of God, as it is every bit of our sanctification throughout the rest of our earthly life. Not only does he transform us, he is also the one who empowers us to obey and serve as we rely on him. Paul understood how our responsibility and God's power intersect. In verse 29 of today's passage, he expressed in this way, "For this purpose I also labor, striving according to his power, which works mightily within me." So reflecting on this, I took a moment and paused to what this means as I'm reading this. What does it do with Christ? That it also says in here that the apostles were able to do what they did because they drew their strength from Christ. So as a result, we need to do the same thing every single day. So that's why they say, reading the Bible every day, constantly being exposed to those positive thoughts like the music, your programming, reading. I think I said this yesterday, the day before, that you're always going to him in order to get through every day, to have that. We can't just do it on our own. We always need somebody. I know I famously have said, I got this, because I always feel like I can't rely on anybody because they always let me down, which is very true. And it's happened recently as somebody I thought highly of. And so instead of relying on a human, we have to rely on Christ to get us through and to live that way. The one who remains in me and I in him bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. And it does seem to go, I don't want to say easier, But it does seem to be, well, not always better. I'm trying to think of the best word to use, but when you rely on him and pray to him, it just seems like there's a better outlook maybe. Because it's not always perfect and it's not always good. But you have a better outlook on things and you rely on him for guidance. So that is how I take that. So if you feel differently, you're more than welcome to leave a comment or leave some other direction, because I am not the only one in this. There's lots of other people out there who are reading things like this. And again, I will link the description below of the In Touch Ministries reading of this, and they always have a word to say about it too. I haven't listened to it yet, so I will be soon. But anyway, I hope you're having a great day and a blessed day, and just remember to always look to God, look to Jesus Christ, and rely on him to get through your day and to make the day a more positive outlook, just like I do in that morning prayer about having a good attitude. It does seem to help, even though we have lots of challenges every day. So I hope you're having a great day. I'll look forward to doing this tomorrow, and until then, bye.